Hello everyone, FrankTastic here, and in this video I am going to be going over some information that Ubisoft has just released about the new Ghost experience, or the new immersive mode. It seems like it's being called both ways. I'm assuming in game it's probably going to be called Ghost Experience, but it's pretty much the new immersive mode. Anyways, I'm going to be going over some of the information that they have released, and I'm going to be showing some of that information on screen. But let's go ahead and just start with the beginning. It says on March 24th, the Ghost Experience is coming to Breakpoint. Pick one of our pre-selected settings or modify parameters to create the unique experience you want. So, okay, just right off the bat, it pretty much lets me know you have, the presets of settings that you can select, almost like it has now with the, with the interface. You can select default, extreme, whatever, and then you can select the no HUD. To me, I think the no HUD preset is broken right now, because after the last title update, whenever you select no HUD, you can't see anything on your tag map. Or maybe that's just the way they wanted it. I don't know. They haven't really released any information if that's considered broke or it's a bug or whatever. Anyways, let's move on. Ghost Experience has been a complex undertaking to implement into the game, but one we feel is critical to address many of the top concerns raised by our community via online feedback and the community survey. Blah blah blah. So pretty much they made this immersive mode, the Ghost Experience, from the community survey that they did how long ago that was. Last year, we invited 8 members of the Delta Company to our Paris studio to see how closely our first concept of this mode matched up with their expectations. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. I'm not a Delta Company member. I don't know why they won't accept me. I mean, it's like, have you not seen my channel? Have you not seen my videos? Anyways, I don't even know who's in the Delta Company. I don't know who they are. I haven't looked in it because I just don't care. But if they went to Paris and was testing this out, and they're like, oh yeah, this is good, this is great, and this is, you should release this, and they release it and I play it and I'm just like, oh, this is pretty bad, I'm gonna figure out who they are, find them, and punch them in the dick. Nah, I'm just kidding, I'm not going to do that, but still, it's like, what the crap, Anyways, moving on from that useless nonsense, we were thrilled by the initial excitement that the immersive mode has the potential to bring back the tactical, authentic Spec Ops feeling that players want from Ghost Recon. Okay, after months in development and several playtests for the many types of players, including Delta Company members, Ghost Recon Wildlands players, and some entirely new to the franchise, we are ready to introduce the Ghost Experience to the game. Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. I have seen other people play. I have played with other people, and I'm just saying, you may have played with different types of Ghost Recon players, but I bet you, Ubisoft, I bet you have never played or allowed someone to your studio that played the way I play. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you, slap you in the face a little bit, and then let you move on. Okay. Let's continue down this rabbit hole of useless knowledge. The Ghost Experience. Right when you boot up the game, you can choose from 2 presets options or build your own combination. Regular Experience is the Breakpoint, the way it was released, with gear scored and tier loot. Oh, that sounds pretty lame. Immersive Mode Experience, or Immersive Experience, a brand new experience of the game that removes gear level and tier loot entirely and offers a bunch of new tactical options. Sounds interesting, sounds good when it's on paper or on a website. When it's just text, sounds great, but I need to play it. I need to play it myself and see what the heck y'all talking about, to see if I can pick up what you're putting down. Or the custom experience, where you choose your own selection of settings to create the perfect fit. Personally, I feel like that is a good option. I guess it all depends on who's playing. Some people might not want the regular experience, and some people might think the immersive experience is too much. So, honestly, I do appreciate the custom experience, because there's all types of different players. They got they got some picture right here, custom, blah blah blah, gear level system, blah blah blah. Admittedly, when this mode comes out, I am going to be playing the immersive mode, hardcore, most definitely. But I will probably be messing around with it in its settings to see what does what. I might make videos of, hey, if you do this, this happens, or whatever. Anyways, moving on. Create your ghost experience. You'll be able to choose from a variety of community requested settings. Okay, before I continue, is there a setting or the ability to drag bodies? Is that in here? I doubt it, but it should be in the game. Moving on. No gear level. That's something I'm probably most definitely going to do. Customize and keep the same weapon throughout your whole adventure. Quality tiers and item levels are disabled. Okay, my question for that is, I understand the gear score. That's pretty much what that means. The gear score is turned off, so it doesn't matter what your gear level is. But what about the bonuses on the weapons? Is that gone? Is that completely removed? Or can you customize the bonus that's on the weapons, like the mobility or the accuracy, you know? Is it saying you can customize that, or is it saying that it's, you know, completely removed? I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Realistic looting. Loot your enemy's weapon category and switch them realistically. Gear is found from missions, rewards, and crates. It's pretty much almost already like that. But when it says loot your enemy's weapon category, what does that mean? Does it mean that they're still going to drop weapons like they do already? Just whenever you loot their weapon drop, it's just, you know, an ASR or a shotgun from a shotgun guy. That's what I'm assuming. Anyways, primary weapon quantity. Choose to carry 1 or 2 primaries. That's already been released, so I don't need to read that. Ammo loss or reload. Remaining ammunition is lost when you change magazines. Personally, I love that, because already I try not to reload after I shoot 1 bullet. Sometimes I accidentally do. But, you know, in my head, I've always tried to pretend that I shouldn't reload after I shoot 1 or 2 bullets. So I do like ammo loss being there. I'm most definitely going to be playing with that. Stamina level, or just how much stamina you consume. Why is that even there? I don't know. That makes no sense. Okay, just moving on. Bandage quantity, limit the numbers of bandages your ghost can carry. Okay, so I feel like that's a unique thing that they just added to the game. Instead of your character having those unlimited amount of bandages, you now have a limited number of bandages. So if you get really fucked up and you have to bandage yourself like once, but your character does like that really long animation where he bandages himself up 3 different times, is that using 3 or 4 bandages, or is that counting as 1 whole bandage? That's my question for that. And if you have a certain amount that you can carry, can you loot more bandages or craft more bandages? That is my question for that. They don't really give enough information about this. I should find whoever typed this up and be like, yo, you need to do better at your job, or let me do it. Anyways, risk of injury. Choose the frequency of the injured status when wounded by enemy bullets. Honestly, I'm going to be playing at the highest setting because that is super realistic. And my co-op videos, whenever I play with my unit, STFU, me and the guys, we're going to be playing extreme difficulty, the most realistic settings we can have. So the injury thing really makes you need it really makes a big need for a medic. Health regen, choose to limit, remove, increase your health regeneration. My health is going to be off, okay? I'm going to turn my health off so far that I'm dead. As soon as I start the game, I'm dead because I have no health, okay? That's what I'm going to do. New HUD settings. Fine-tune your preferred HUD with new settings. I already like how my HUD is. The only thing I want to do is, for one, I want a goddamn compass without the mini-map popping up. Can you just put the compass at the top of the screen or something? That's what I want. And whenever I open up the TAC map, you know, the big TAC map on, you know, like on the pause screen or whatever, I want that to still show like the mission objective. Because I don't want to play the game and have my mission objective like right on my screen as I'm running through. But I also feel like it's more realistic, you know, if you're trying to play roleplay, Milsim, whatever, or like what we've been doing with my co-op videos. You know, it's almost like your command or an informant has given you some information about where your primary target is. So you open up your TAC map and you're like, okay, the primary target is here at this compound, and we have like an estimation of its location, but we don't know where it exactly is. So we need to recon it and find its exact location. That's how I'm going to play, and that's how I normally play anyways. So if I can keep that, that's what I'm going to keep. But minimap, loot, all that crap's off. Private mode, encounter only story characters and your direct co-op teammates in Erewhon. Thank God. What about the coughing people? Can we just like slaughter them in their sleep? Access to Maria's shop. Keep access to Maria's shop and bivouacs, or limit it to Erewhon only. That is cool. And honestly, I think that would really help me out when I do my True Survival series, because once this mode releases, I'm actually going to be bringing my True Survival mode back. And I feel like a lot of this actually would go really well with that. And if I have access to Maria's shop only if I go directly to her, I feel like that would help me not want to use it when I'm in bivouac. We've seen a lot of speculation about permadeath in the immersive mode. To confirm, you will not be forced into a permadeath game mode, as it is not a setting option included in the Ghost experience. I like that. The only reason why I would want permadeath in it is, doing my True Survival mode. Like if I mess up and I die, I don't have to sit there and wait for my guy to respawn just to exit and delete him. So I would want permadeath for that, but I'm glad it's not in it, because I'm playing the Ghost experience, testing it out to see what it's like, and I die because I'm testing stuff and it's like, oh, permadeath. It's just like, oh well, that's a waste of time. Anyways, moving on from that, difficulty setting. Both immersive and regular experiences can be played on any difficulty, which can be tweaked in the settings. The Ghost experience breaks difficulty up into two different settings. Difficulty enemies, impacts time to detection, damage done to your ghost by enemy fire, and enemy tactics. This is the same difficulty setting options currently available: easy, normal, advanced, and extreme. All I saw was extreme because that's all I play on. Easy, normal, advanced, I didn't even know they existed. Both the immersive and regular experiences are by default at the normal setting of enemy difficulty. Well, obviously I'm just gonna be playing on extreme because I'm just a bad boy like that, or an idiot, one of the two. Difficulty tactical, cover setting. What? Okay, for one, before I continue reading that, when it says covers settings, that makes me think of cover, the wall that you can get up against. So I'm already a little confused about that. Cover settings that will impact the realism of your experience, such as how many main weapon slots you have, bandage quantity, risk of injury. Okay, so it doesn't have anything to do with the cover system, but it just the tactical difficulty options will have 4 options that can be fully customized: rookie, confirmed, veteran, and elite. Well, we already know where I belong on that list. For example, the elite choice will have the following default settings: main weapon slot 1, bandage quantity several. That makes me think of like anywhere between 2 and 7, I'm assuming. Risk of injuries always, stamina consumption extreme, health regeneration none, ammo loss and reload on. Okay, so that sounds pretty much exactly how I was planning on playing. Good, I don't have to select all that, I can just select the elite preset. The immersive experience by default has the veteran tactical difficulty, while the regular experience has by default the confirmed tactical difficulty. Well, okay, change settings at any time. Oh, that's useless for me, but I guess I can read it. Once you select your mode or settings, you can change them at any time. Feel free to experiment with different options to create your perfect mode. Again, I'm glad it's there because not everyone is as extreme or hardcore like I am, or even good at the game. So obviously they need to play like arcade or whatever. Anyways, moving on from that, play with your squad. Settings selected through the custom mode will not be shared with co-op teammates. That I do not like. I do not think that is a good choice, because I feel like the host of the co-op party, or the leader of the co-op party, I feel like whatever settings he has, everybody else is forced to play that way. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of iffy because I don't know. Well, I mean, like, for example, me and my unit, you know, when we play together, I'm like, okay, these are the settings we're gonna follow, and I just have to trust that they are playing the exact same way I am, that they are playing with the exact same settings that I'm playing. And if you've seen a video recently, or some of the videos that's fixing to come out, Nightcrawler, one of the members of my unit, he was playing with crosshairs on. I did not know that until after I got his POV and edited the videos, and of course I got onto him about it, because I was like, hey, we're playing no HUD, extreme, yada yada yada, you have your crosshairs on, that's not fair. So it's, it was an honest mistake, whatever, but it was still like, I thought he had, crosshairs, no HUD, but he didn't. So I feel like the party leader of the co-op should, whatever settings they're running, which if you was playing with me, you would have the most extreme, elite, the freaking hardest settings on, and you would have to just try to survive. Anyways, moving on. Gear level setting. Oh, why gear level setting? Okay, I don't even understand that already. I thought it was either enabled or not abled. I don't know. The setting will work the same as the game does currently. Level-based equipment, weapons, and gear will have levels. The higher they are, the more powerful the equipment will be. Okay. Your gear progression will be saved even when deactivating the gear level in game. Well, that's whatever. Loot, stock, equipment. You will receive equipment from chest, Maria's shop, and fallen enemies. Stock up on weapons and gear in the loadout that you can change at will. Blueprints at the shop. Blueprint. I already know this stuff. Blueprints allow you to buy specific weapons at Maria's shop with levels matching your loadout. That's pointless. All this information I already know. Gear level disabled. Okay. This one I'm a little interested in. Disabling the gear level setting will have the following effects. Unique weapon models. Each weapon model is unique. Damage, rate of fire, range, etc. Tune them with compatible attachments to adapt them to your playstyle. See, this goes back to my question. If you turn gear level off, will you lose the bonuses that the weapon has? And each weapon model is unique. Is that saying like the 416 is different from the M4A1? Obviously, I know that. Or is it saying you can pick up you can pick up a 416 and then pick up another 416, and that one's different from this one? Why? Is it because of the bonuses? The bonuses that I've been talking about? Is it because, oh, this one has like 20-30% bonus accuracy, this one has 20-30 bonus for mobility? Okay, I already know that. My question is, are they just turned off, or can you customize that? That's my question. I feel like you should be able to customize those. You should always be able to have at least two. And I feel like if you want like that really high tiered bonus, like the 30 plus mobility, the 30 plus mobility that I always run on my weapons, I feel like you can craft that. Like if your weapon has a 20 bonus for, like, I don't know, marking enemies or whatever the hell, and then since that's useless for me, I can remove that and then craft the 30 plus mobility, and it should take a lot of resources to be able to craft that, which would give you more of a reason to scavenge resources, because it's like, oh, I want this 30 plus mobility, and I also want 30 plus handling. I need like 50 metal pieces, so I need to freaking scavenge 50 metal pieces for this and 50 more for this, so that's like 100 metal pieces I need to scavenge for this. That's just my thoughts. Anyways, moving on. Scavenging weapons. Fallen enemies will drop weapons within the weapon category they were using, which you can swap with the one in your hands. You can only carry a limited amount of weapons on you. I already know this. Blueprints in the loadout. Blueprints allow you to equip specific weapons in a bivouac where I want. Again, still useless information. Switching between modes. After you toggle gear level on and off for the first time, your loadout with that setting will be saved for the next time you choose either gear level activated or deactivated. Your gear level will continue to be tracked based on your progress and actions completed in the world. Enemies defeated, bases cleared, quests completed to ensure that you can switch back to the gear level enabled setting with a comparable gear level. That's just a bunch of useless information to me. Ghost War and Project Titan. The Raid and Ghost War will continue to use gear level The first time you toggle the gear level settings on or off, your current loadout will be duplicated. Project Titan will only be accessible with gear level enabled. Several PvE settings will also be overridden for the duration of your time in the raid. Difficulty, enemies, difficulty, tactical, and exploration mode. Okay. Ghost War. When you go into Ghost War, you will automatically have your gear level setting turned on, and several PvE settings will be overridden. Difficulty, enemies, difficulty, tactical, and of course the exploration mode. When you return to PvE, your settings will return to what you had them set before entering Ghost War. At least that's what we have here on the website, but then again, it's by Ubisoft, so I'm assuming there's going to be a bug or 2 or maybe 5 here or there where you go into Ghost War and you can't see shit because it's a bug, and then you go from Ghost War back to PvE and nothing's working. Because that is just how Ubisoft is. The future of the Ghost War, the future of the Ghost experience. As stated in our follow-up moving forward letter, I didn't get no damn letter. This update is our most complex and challenging to date. Well, that's because you are Ubisoft. We are relying on your feedback to help us be reactive and prioritize anything pressing that arises. Honestly, if you want help with this, allow me to be a part of the team or the Delta Company, and I will make this game good for you. Believe it. Hashtag FrankTastic. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, moving on. Our team built the Ghost experience on the foundation of your feedback, and it is something that we hope to continue growing during the post-launch of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint as an evolving mode. We can't wait to see your reaction to the Ghost experience on March 24th and hear your thoughts. Well, that sounds all fine and dandy. March 24th, I am super excited for it. I am most definitely excited for it. But it's also one of those things where it's like, I guess it looks good on paper, I guess it looks good on text on the website, but I need to play it. I need to play it and see exactly how it works. And I hope it's good. And after this title update and this immersive mode comes out, I hope they continue to add stuff to the game. Obviously, the biggest one is like cosmetics. I feel like they need more cosmetics. I also hope they add the battle reward system back, where it's actually, you have a reason to do the faction missions, because it's like, oh, you got to get these points to get this, shirt. I know that's probably just me, but I liked, I don't know, I liked it, because right now I feel like the only reason why I'm doing the faction missions is just to make a video, because just running to every single base and clearing them out for me is boring because I've done it so much. So I do like a goal to work towards, so that's why I want the battle reward system back. Also, new cosmetics, guys. We need new cosmetics. I will say the Ghost experience is apparently what it's called. It's supposed to be the true immersive mode, or the immersive mode. I would say when it comes to my True Survivor mode series that I am doing, which of course I haven't uploaded any recently because YouTube won't accept the video files. In case you have not been able to understand that, YouTube just won't let me upload them. So I've been holding off on creating a new character for my True Survival series because I wanted the immersive mode to come out, and then it got pushed back, which sucks for me because I'm like, I really want to do the True Survival, but I can't because this stupid mode got pushed back. But now it comes out on the 24th, which is what, like 19 days from now. So I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. I can't wait to play it, especially for my True Survival mode. I know a lot of people like that. I am kind of disappointed that you're not forced to eat. You're not forced to drink. Maybe they will add that later on. I don't know. I mean, of course, if it's not in the immersive mode, I can still pretend that my character has to eat or sleep when I do my True Survivor mode like I've been doing. But I feel like that is something that should have been added. But also, you got to remember, this is Ghost Recon. It's not a survival game. Survival games, you have to eat, you have to sleep, you have to do this, you have to do that. So I can understand why it's not in there, but at the same time, it would be cool if it was in there. The Ghost experience, like I said, that's apparently what it's called. My thoughts on it for like a regular gameplay. I don't know. I don't really have thoughts about it. I mean, I kind of have mixed thoughts and mixed feelings. It pretty much goes back to that whole thing. I need to play it. I need to see it firsthand to see what it actually does. And I still have questions, and I know if I ask them, they're not gonna freaking answer it, because they're gonna be like, oh, click this link and read the details. I'm like, I already have like 5 times, and it's useless, okay? It's not answering the questions that I have, you guys. So I don't know. I mean, I am excited about it, and I look forward to it, and I am going to most definitely be playing on the hardest settings you can possibly have, as long as I can still at least see where I need to go for the, the mission on the tech map. I don't need like my HUD on, I don't need my interface on, but when I open up the big map, press the pause menu, scroll over to the map, I do need to see where the heck I need to go, okay? Because I'm not gonna go blind around Auroa and not know where I need to go. Of course, I know there's always details and information you can read, but it's just, I don't have time for that, pretty much is what that comes down to. I don't have time to sit here and run around the whole island. Just tell me where to go and I get it done. Anyways, moving past that, they didn't say anything if they're adding any type of new cosmetics. I am disappointed in that. I feel like if they was going to add any cosmetics, they would say something. But then again, the Terminator event, when that was like being promoted, I don't think they like promoted or said anything about, oh, this Terminator event's gonna have all these cool cosmetic items. I don't think they said that. So they probably are adding some new cosmetic items, and maybe the battle reward system is coming back. I don't know. They didn't upload anything about that, so I guess fingers crossed. I would say I'm disappointed in they didn't release any information about the engineer class, because the engineer class was supposed to have been out by now, if I'm not mistaken. We don't have any intel about that. We don't have any information about what the engineer class is supposed to do or supposed to be. Or at least I don't. I've looked. I can't find anything from Ubisoft, confirming, hey, the engineer class can hack a drone. Hey, the engineer class can do this, can do that. Or, hey, the engineer class has 4 health bars. I don't know. I don't have any information on that. So I wish they would have, put that in there. Maybe they will before March 24th comes out. I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that, I would say I have mixed feelings, mixed opinions, pretty much. I mean, it pretty much goes back to the whole thing. I just got to play it. I just got to play it and see. Some of the things I wish they would add to the game is the ability to drag bodies, and I've said this before. I even posted this on my Twitter a few days ago. I wish they would add the ability to drag bodies. Like, I know you can pick up bodies now, both your teammates and dead enemies. You can pick them up, but the animation just takes forever. It really does. I mean, I can understand it taking like a few seconds to pick up a body, but when they pick up the body and then they continue to stand there and they kind of like shrug their shoulders, that's like another 2 or 3 seconds they could have just been cut off, or at least speed the animation up and cut those 2-3 seconds at the end where he kind of is like shrugging his shoulders. Cut that off, speed the animation up about like, I don't know, a second or two. Then it'd be a little different. But other than that, they should add the ability to drag bodies. So they can leave the option of picking up the body in the game. You hold the button to pick up the body, or you double click the button and your guy just kind of picks up like the enemy's torso or his legs, and it's a much faster animation, and you can drag the body. And dragging bodies will also allow you to be able to drag the heavy's dead body, because I know there's a lot of times where I want to take down a heavy, but I'm like, I can't take him down right here because I can't move his body, and there's going to be a patrol coming through here, and they're going to spot the dead body, and I'm not going to be here because I'm going to move on to another part of the base to catch these people. And I also don't want to sit here for 3-5 minutes waiting for these people to come through just so they don't spot the freaking heavy. So I wish they would add the ability to drag bodies. I have sent that recommendation or suggestion to Ubisoft, and they just ignore it. They ignore me. I don't know why. It's like they just don't know who I am. But yeah, I feel like you should be able to drag bodies, and that would give you the ability to take down a heavy almost anywhere and just run over, drag their body somewhere else. And plus, they're heavies. You know, they're already wearing heavy gear, so I can understand not being able to pick them up, but you should still be able to drag them. I feel like you should be able to hack drones. Maybe the engineer class can do that, but since as of right now I don't have information on that. So maybe you can, like, the engineer class can hack drones, and whenever you hack it, you can use it in a firefight, or you can just move it to a secure location somewhere in the compound or outside the compound, and then deactivate that drone. I feel like that would be a really good approach for, I feel like that would be a really good ability to have when trying to take down a base stealthily. And you know that you have a drone or 4 or 5 drones going around, you can just hack it, take it somewhere, deactivate it. And maybe like when you do hack a drone, you have like a time limit. You have like, I don't know, I guess maybe like a perk or something you have to upgrade. So like as soon as you hack it, you have like 5 seconds, and then the next upgrade you have 7 seconds, and then the highest upgrade is like 10 seconds. So you have like 10 seconds to either use this thing in a firefight or move it somewhere and deactivate it. I feel like that'd be a good thing. As of right now, so far that's all I can really think of. I should have wrote some of this stuff down because I had a lot of ideas earlier today, and maybe I'll post them in the comment section after I upload this video. When it comes to cosmetics, I hope they add like a ghost mask. I think Wildlands had one. Like, you know, it's a mask and it has like the ghost skull on it. I feel like that should really be in the game, because if it was, I would be most definitely rocking that thing every single time I play. And when it comes to cosmetics, I kind of wish they would add the option to customize your vest and your pants, at least the left leg of your pants. Like customize, like, oh, I want to put this pouch on these pants, and I want the pouch to have this camouflage, or I want this small pouch with this big Bowie knife, kind of like the Vasley pants has, or however the hell you say his name, Vasley or Vasley, whatever. Like, you could customize stuff on your pants, like at least the left leg. You could put like one of those plate carriers on your left leg, like the wolves wear or something like that. Or you can put like a pouch or a big pouch, or like 2 knives or 1 knife. And your vest, you can customize how your magazines are laid out, and if you wanted, you could put like a knife like right on your vest or something like that. And I don't know, I mean, I know this is stuff that Ubisoft would probably never do, or at least not in this game, because it's probably too much for them. But I mean, like, if I was on the dev team, I would be like, hey, we should do this, we should add this, you know. I don't know who the heck they have on their dev team, or who the heck they're going to for recommendations, but obviously they're not doing a good job. I'm not attacking them, but at the same time I'm throwing shade, so I guess that could be considered attacking them. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of them right now, but I do enjoy the game. I most definitely like the game compared to Wildlands. Before this game came out and I played Wildlands, I thought Wildlands was hot shit, and then this game came out and I prefer Breakpoint over Wildlands by a long shot, because I am more of a stealth player. I can play tactically, I can get into a firefight and hold my own, but when it comes to stealth, Breakpoint has a way better stealth mechanic than Wildlands ever did. And I don't care who you are, if you say Wildlands stealth is better than Breakpoint, then you are stupid, or at least you don't understand stealth. Ghost Recon Breakpoint stealth feels a lot more like Splinter Cell. So I feel like they got the stealth right. I mean, obviously it's not perfect. It's not near as perfect as I would want it, but it's still better than what Wildlands had. Anyways, but moving from that, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I guess I can just go ahead and end this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions and stuff down in the comment section. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Click that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. I hope you have an amazing day, and you will see me in the next video.